top 5 sports card websites that are free that you should be using. I'm going to go over each site, why I use it, why it's important, and what's kind of evolved in the last few years with sports cards and why these sites give you an advantage and what's going on. First of all, let me just say, if you've been in sports cards or even new to sports cards, you're going to find out one of the most important things to know is knowledge of product, knowledge of checklist, knowledge of manufacturer, license, autograph, exclusivity. Knowledge is power, and nothing is more important in the sports card hobby than having access to that knowledge. So with that being kept in mind, let's go ahead and jump over to my top 5 sites. I'll start here with Sports Collectors Daily, free website. I use this site pretty much every day. I used to do a sports card daily show, and I'd start by reading Sports Collectors Daily and finding out what's going on here. They have all sorts of great stuff. They have cards in the news. They have ending soon on eBay. They have hot on eBay. They have all sorts of checklists. The stories and articles are quick and easy to read. Most of the time, this stuff comes out within 24 hours of when the story breaks. So they do a pretty good job of curating all that information and getting them up. My only complaint is that they are a paid service, not paid for you, but they are paying for these advertisements. So they might sometimes have a little biased feel. But for the most part, this is my favorite and probably go-to resource on sports card daily news. If you have another resource out there, I'd love to hear it. Please share that with me. Put the comments down below. The next one is, again, if you're in sports cards, you need to know about Cardboard Connection. To me, this is kind of like the encyclopedia, the history of sports cards. You can look at past checklists, learn about sets, when certain insert cards came out. Pretty much everything you want to know about sports cards is in here. And they've even expanded that. Now I see Funko and non-sports and stuff like that. So check it out. Again, I use this. I'll give you an example. I like they have a what is it? The product release, new release calendar. I actually prefer the new release calendar off of another website, but I do like that they have one here. And again, I like all the research you can get here, from checklist to price to reviews and so forth. So you have to have Cardboard Connection as, again, one of your top free websites that you're using. The next one is Blowout Cards, and this is their forums. I'm referring to their forums, not just Blowout Cards. Not a fan of Blowout Cards personally. That's neither here nor there, but their forum is probably one of the best places and probably the deepest forum when finding out what's going on in the hobby. Great stories, great articles, great research. People will really get deep and dirty when it comes to forums. I like the forums right here, so I get access to the release calendar. This release calendar, like I mentioned, there's a release calendar here. This one to me I find is a little more up to date, and it also has links to Blowout's prices if you want to pre-order through Blowout. I don't always order through Blowout, but at least I get an idea what the price would be. So, like, for example, the Panini Flawless Basketball that just went on, what was it, $11,000 for a first off the line? Let's see what that's going for right now. My internet is really slow, so we'll come back to that. The next website I'm gonna recommend, whether you're buying a product, if you're breaking a product, or just chasing singles, I strongly recommend you understand the checklist. Now, again, checklists are available here on Cardboard Connection. They're going to give you a basic breakdown of the product, you know, what the chase cards are, autographs, so forth. But the checklist that you're going to hear on the group break checklist is even better, and it's deeper, right? This isn't quality like how many patches are in the product, right? How many RPAs are in the product? 99? Is there 49? Is there 25? Autos, what's the hit ratio? Is it a heavy, you know, are there not a lot of one team's cards in the set, right? So you'll see sometimes we're like, I don't know, a bad rookie class, they might not have very many cards. It's a few vets in there for a team. So this is a very detailed checklist. I strongly recommend this. Again, if you're buying a box, you're looking at sealed wax, you understand what was in the product, what was around. Again, like I told you, you can start here with Cardboard Connection on getting some information, but this right here is the best resource when it comes to really digging into the checklists themselves. The number 5 website that's free that I'm gonna recommend, I'm actually gonna combine 2 websites for that. And the reason for that is that I'm gonna recommend you have to know the price of the cards you're buying or the product. And right now I've been using Hobby Exchange, which is a relatively new website, shared to me, I believe, by Personal Finance Dad. What I like about this, what's happened is there's so many platforms, Alt, ComC, eBay, MySlabs, PWCC. I can put the card in there and check for it on all the different platforms in one place. I hope they add more and more to this, so I'm really bullish on this. It's free. It's giving me a lot of good insight on the cards. Give me average. It's all free for you as a user, right? But I still use 130 point. So I'm going to put 130 point there. And I'll even make an honorable mention to eBay in the sense that between eBay sold comps, 130 point, and the Hobby Exchange, you need to have a good idea of what did something sell for. This one, like I said, you get the highest, the lowest price. You get what platforms it's on. I just find this really useful. So again, in summary, you have to know the news, what's going on in the hobby. You have to know how to research what's going on in the hobby. You have to know where to get the details and talk to the community. This is one of the best forums out there. There's lots of other communities. I'm a big fan of Facebook, right? But this is one of the better forums in sports cards. Did this pop up yet? So what is this selling for? Out of stock. Don't even know. It makes me sick. Anyway, those are my resources, group break checklist, understanding your product, and knowing the prices. Hope this is beneficial for you guys. It's 2022. You let me know what I should be adding, updating, changing to my top 5 free sports card website resources. Have a great day, guys. Stay safe, stay healthy.